Customs and Border Protection will photograph non-citizens entering and exiting the U.S. Google's Gemini will now generate presentations for you. And relive the Commodore 64's glory days with a slimmer, blacked-out remake. It's Monday, October 27th, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection submitted a new measure that allows it to photograph any non-U.S. citizen who enters or exits the country for facial recognition purposes. According to a filing with the government's Federal Register, CBP and the Department of Homeland Security are looking to crack down on threats of terrorism, fraudulent use of travel documents, and anyone who overstays their authorized stay. The filing detailed that CBP will implement an integrated automated entry and exit data system to match records, including biographic data and biometrics of aliens entering and departing the U.S. The government agency already has the ability to request photos and fingerprints from anyone entering the country, but this new rule change would allow for requiring photos of anyone exiting as well. These photos would create galleries of images associated with individuals, including photos taken by border agents and from passports or other travel documents. These new requirements are scheduled to go into effect on December 26th, but CBP will need some time to implement a system to handle the extra demand. According to the filing, the agency said a biometric entry-exit system can be fully implemented at all commercial airports and seaports for both entry and exit within the next 3 to 5 years. Google is rolling out a new feature for Gemini's Canvas, the free interactive workspace inside the AI chatbots app meant for students and employees who need to create presentations. Gemini is now capable of generating slides with just a prompt, though users can also upload files like documents, spreadsheets, and research papers if they want a presentation based on a specific source. If the source does not matter, users can write a prompt such as, upload any source to create a presentation on insert specific topic. But if the source is essential, they can upload the file first and then ask Gemini to create the presentation for them. The resulting decks already have a theme and images attached with the text. Users will be able to export them straight from the Gemini app into Google Slides, though, and will be able to edit and refine the decks as needed or work on it in collaboration with a teammate. The capability is now making its way to both personal and workspace accounts. Google launched Canvas in March for people to use when they want to share their writing or code to Gemini for editing. If users put in code or prompts for projects like apps, web pages, and infographics, Canvas will be able to show them a visual representation of their design. The Commodore 64 is back in black. Sort of. Retro Games and Plyon Replay released a limited edition redesign of the best-selling computer called the C64 Black Edition. And like its name suggests, the console is a modernized version of the classic Commodore 64 in an all-black shell. The C64 Black Edition will come with 25 pre-installed games, but unlike the company's previous consoles, this one will feature neo-retro games from C64 developers who have designed new games on the old architecture. Once you finish all the new titles like Sam's Journey, A Pig Quest, and Hessian, you can plug in your own USB drive to play custom games. According to Retro Games, the updated redesign comes with 4 save slots per game, plug-and-play HDMI compatibility, and a USB joystick. If you want the C64 Black Edition to feel more like the original Commodore 64, you can plug in a keyboard through the USB port. However, Retro Games also designed a non-mini, the C64, that has a fully functional keyboard. The latest blacked-out version is now available on Amazon or Retro Games' website for $120. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Jackson Chen and Mariella Moon and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.